So, I caught up to One Piece. Hey everybody, it's MekhiTheGuy again, and yeah, I caught up to One Piece. It was great, amazing, awesome, whatever other descriptive words I could say. It was truly something, and I want to talk about my journey through the series. But before we begin, let me talk about my history with One Piece before I read it. If you asked me like 3 years ago, what do I know about One Piece? I'd be like, I know Boa, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. Oh, I know Carrot. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't know much about the series, which is pretty funny. So if we're talking about why I took so long to start One Piece, much like some other people, I was not a fan of the art style at first, especially the way Oda drew his women, which now I've definitely come to like, but before I started I didn't like it at first. I didn't know many characters, so when I saw the ones I knew, I kind of just assumed that they all looked like that. Like, you know that picture of Shirahoshi, Nami, Vivi, and Rebecca? Yeah, that was me before I started this series. Which obviously now I know that all the women in One Piece don't look all one way, which is nice to know, you know? But art style, that was something that did keep me away from it for a bit. Though, as you read the story, you realize that the goofy art style makes sense for the story and atmosphere of the series. Like, can you imagine the same things happening in One Piece with JJK or AOT's art style? It would look kinda silly and feel out of place, right? So, for you people that dislike the art style, I'm telling you, give it a chance, for real, for real. But another thing that turned me off from reading One Piece was its length. Like, damn, it was 1,000 chapters. And I was like, God damn, that is a whole lot of shit to read. And I say read because I knew I was not about to watch all that. So looking back, my reasons for not wanting to read it were kind of silly, but they are a reason that some people do have for not wanting to start the series. I never really had any real One Piece propaganda shoved in my face, but around 2020, I started to hear many One Piece references in the music I was listening to and in the streams I was watching. So I gotta say thanks to Peso and thanks to Shofu because you guys definitely made me more interested in the series. But I also just had this one friend who would occasionally be like, you should check it out, man. And after years of ignoring it, on September 20th, 2022, I picked up the manga and check it out, I did. Okay, so first things first, guys. Spoilers for the entire series. I know I'm only talking Ace Blue, and I'm gonna try not to spoil too much, but I might be a little bit of a spoiler Sally, so sorry. But if you're watching this, you should be caught up, just saying. So I'm going to be talking about all the arcs in the series pretty briefly, because this isn't really a deep dive, it's just me talking about my journey through the series. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, stay tuned for more, and let's start this journey with... Romance Dawn. What a nice, cute way to start this wonderful story. Dude, seeing these iconic panels was so great, and learning how the fuck Luffy got his scar and his devil fruit was quite charming to me. Like, it really showed me super early on that Luffy was gonna be a tenacious as hell captain, and I love it. We also get introduced to a bunch of nice characters, like Lord Shanks, Mr. Walk Up on Your Girl and Watch 'em Faint Shanks, Mr. Over 1,000 Chapters and I Ain't Do Shit Shanks, Mr. I Have the Gorosei Shanks. That Shanks. He's really cool though, I love him. He's awesome. I love Shanks. He's cool. And his crew, we also meet his crew. And some people from Luffy's village as well. It's always cool to see their little moments when the story progresses, you know? We also meet this dude with green hair that uses 3 swords? Okay, let's cut here. We gotta talk about Zoro. I'm gonna be honest, I did not care too much about Zoro through the entirety of the series, which is, you know, a little sad, I know. over 1,000 chapters, and I just couldn't care too much about him aside from the fact that he's cool. You know, he's a cool dude. And it's crazy because he's like a type of character that I kind of do like. Like, I mean, I do like swordsmen. I do like swords. I'm a swordie at heart. But I don't know. You know, Zoro is just kind of, he's okay. But yeah, I did kind of find him to be a little boring, which it does suck, yeah. But I love the Minority Hunter memes. Those are hilarious. I think his connection to a future character is really nice, but it does not get expanded upon that much, and I'm gonna save that rant for another time. Not now. I can't do it now. I'm gonna save the rant about this for another time. But like regarding his past, Kuina had a very dumb and unceremonious death. I do like how this part does affect and stay with Zoro's character, that idea that death can just happen and that it shouldn't keep him from trying to achieve his goals. I think Zoro is not a person who fears death, but rather the idea of his or another's dream dying, which is a pretty common enough theme in One Piece that I feel like, aside from Big Belly Blackbeard saying a man's dream never dies, I feel like I've seen characters say this, but I just don't know where. You know, he never wants to die without being able to put up a fight, and I really do like that quality about him, because his whole goal is that he wants to become the strongest swordsman, you know, for Kuina and for himself. And in his fight with Mihawk when he gets impaled, he brings up that if he takes even one step back, that means giving up on his dreams. And that he'd rather accept death than defeat, which is hard as fuck. That shit is hard as fuck. We love Zoro for that. I actually found Zoro's intro to be quite amusing though. He sold himself as a cold ass dude from his very introduction, and I totally fuck with that. But do I like him that much as a character? You know, as I said earlier, no. He's good, but he falls off. We also meet Kobe. You know, he's a cool kid. Yeah, he's a nice kid. I'm sure he'll do some great stuff in the future. Oh, shit. Well, nice glow up, dude. And Helmeppo is here too, I guess, but who cares? Morgan was a cool villain too, aside from Alvida, but like, I don't know, they're okay. They're interesting, like, introductions to the story, but they're whatever. But Romance Dawn in and of itself is a very nice beginning to One Piece, and I really, really enjoyed it. So with Morgan defeated, Zoro joins the crew, Kobe swears to become a great Navy officer, and we set off. Luffy's kidnapped by a giant bird, and funnily enough, we end up at... Anyways, we're at Orangetown, baby! I actually remember genuinely enjoying this arc, and Nami's introduction was awesome, of course. We didn't learn too much about her at this point, but all I knew about her before I started reading was that her time skip outfit was something. And that she had a cloud with her, which I thought she was gonna get in Skypiea, but she doesn't get it there. I was like so confused. I was like, when the hell did she get this cloud? Where is it? I see this cloud in her art. I'm like, where is this girl? Where is this cloud? But her intro was charming nonetheless. But man, that poor dog in his owner's shop. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, that made me feel a little bad when that stupid lion destroyed it. Thankfully, Luffy messed them up for that. So, thanks, Luffy. And Buggy was pretty dope. It was nice to see her first real devil fruit battle with such a silly foe, and finding out that he and Shanks were connected and that they had quite the rivalry was pretty neat. But I actually don't know. Is he one of the few people who ate a devil fruit completely by accident? I have no clue. I feel like he is, but I don't actually know. Still, who knew this little funny clown man who can separate his body and fly around the place, but his feet can't leave the ground, would end up being a Yonko? Huh? Well, I did, thanks to spoilers. Yeah, I knew a small amount of spoilers going into One Piece, like Ace's death, Whitebeard's death, which I didn't 100% believe until the One Piece is real meme. And funnily enough, that meme started around the time I started. So, yay, thanks, I guess. Bellemir's death,
Sabo's return, though I didn't know he was connected to Luffy at all. And obviously, I knew everyone who was going to join the crew, and I knew what their time skip designs looked like. But I don't know, is that really a spoiler? I don't know. I didn't know too many things, but I knew characters and like their names, but not really what they did. Anyways, with Buggy defeated, we head off once again, meet the One Piece himself, Gaimon, and land at Syrup Village. I liked this arc too, but you know, in comparison to every arc in the future, it's kind of just like, okay. Usopp had a seriously good introduction. I didn't know anything about the dude before I began reading, but even though he's kind of a shitter, I genuinely did like the Boy Who Cried Wolf plot of this arc. It was quite sweet, and seeing the dynamic between Kaya and Usopp and Captain Kuro was also really neat. And oh my gosh, the scene where Kaya pulls out the chopper on Kuro, yelling at him to just take her fortune and go away. Then he reminds her about all the good times they had, sailing, taking trips, laughing, suffering together. All then for him to turn to her and say how he lied, how he hid his true feeling and humiliation of serving a spoiled little girl all these years. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate you. Like, my heart, man. Damn. Seeing Kaya's tears, damn. You know, made me a little tearful, I will not lie. Also, I gotta say, check out TB Skyen's video on Captain Kuro, because damn, it is really good, and it made me like this arc even more. In the end though, they kick his ass, and I believe he is never seen or mentioned again until chapter 1090, where he's on the cover page. Wow. We obtained the Going Merry, which made me go, yo, I know that thing. Usopp joins the crew and we set off, ending at quite the interesting place. Baratie. This arc was when I truly got invested. I mean, it's not like the other arcs didn't interest me, but like, this one was the first great one to me. We meet Yosaku and Johnny, which is cool. You know, they know Zoro. Zoro has some clout. He's a well-known dude, man. He's feared in East Blue. He's a scary guy. When I first met Full Body, I honestly thought he was going to be the big bad of the arc. I was like, oh, this guy is kind of scary. Okay, kind of scary. But then this man, Sanji, puts him in his place with the swiftness. Like, okay, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so we meet Sanji, and I can clearly recall my face lighting up as he appeared. I love this dude, man. I'm fangirling over him. I love this guy. He's amazing. He's my favorite character in the series. Sorry, spoilers. I also really like Patty. He was a funny fellow, and I loved his silly faces, and his interactions with Sanji were very sweet. I like them a lot. This arc is so funny to me because it's like, damn, we just blew up the part of this restaurant. Okay, let's go in. And it's just violence after violence after violence after violence. Like, damn, this is really funny stuff. I love it. Jin gets introduced as a pirate from Dawn Creek's crew, and man, did I love this scene of Sanji giving him food. Already, you know, reinforcing that idea that pirates should not starve at sea. That's really wonderful. I loved it. After he feeds this guy, though, he goes back and he goes to his captain, Don Krieg, and this guy's like, where is this restaurant? He's like, Baratie, take me to it. And then they fucking go. And like chapter 47, Don shows up and he's like, okay, I'm taking this restaurant. Let's get some food. Give me some food. Let me get your fucking restaurant. I'm like, damn, okay, bro, like making orders? And then Sanji says that he's just gonna go to the kitchen, prepare 100 meals, just like that. And then the chefs pull out all the guns on him. I was like, whoa, chill. Then Don Krieg notices Zeph and he's like, oh shit. Red leg Zeph? Like, what? He's like, I want to steal your logbook and your ship for the Grand Line. I want to go back to the Grand Line. And he talks about the only reason that he's here is because of Mihawk, and that he was the one who destroyed his 50 ship fleet. And while we're all saying this,
Fraud alert. Warning. Fraud alert. We have a fraud in our vicinity. We have a fraud in our vicinity.
Okay, yeah, I had to make a Fraud Hawk joke. Come on, I'm doing a One Piece video. How am I not gonna make a Fraud Hawk joke? Anyways,
this man shows up. Like, speak of the devil. What the hell? What are you doing here? I knew who Mihawk was, but I was like, what? You're here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? I was so confused. I was like, holy shit. Shit is moving fast. Zoro challenges Mihawk, and this guy, oh my god. He says this one line that's like, does your courage to point your blade at me come from confidence or ignorance? And this guy Zoro's like, it comes from ambition and a promise to a friend. Like, ooh, that was hard. That was a hard line. Oh my god. The fight with Zoro and Mihawk ends in a single chapter. When I first read that, I was like, holy shit. Even the length of the chapter showed the complete difference in strength between the two of them. Mihawk's little, it's too soon for you to die, Zoro. Discover yourself. See the world and grow strong. However long it may take, I will await you at the top. Oh, that's hard, that's hard, that's hard. Strive with your whole heart and mind to best this blade, fierce one. Strive to surpass me. Like, what? That was great. That was a awesome speech. This is the awesome scene where Zoro's "I will never lose again" line comes from, but you know, he definitely does not keep to that promise. He sets off with one of the bounty brothers and Usopp to Arlong Park. Ooh, scary. To go find Nami because Nami stole their ship. What? Nami, why would you do such a thing? But after that happens, the fighting finally starts and we meet Pearl. Like, who are you? Get this guy out of here. And look at this SBS comment from his intro chapter. I don't know why I found this so funny, but it's just, does Shanks like me? I don't know. I don't know why I found that so funny, but that was a little comment that I saw and I wanted to put that there. It was really funny to me. So the fighting gets going, Jin gets a hold of Zeph, and Sanji just lets himself get hit. He says to Jin, I took his strength, his dreams, so he doesn't want Zeph to lose anything again. He just keeps getting hit, and he just doesn't do anything, so that for one moment longer, this place can remain a restaurant. Ooh, that's hard. This arc has a lot of crazy lines, like, whoa, I love them. We also get Sanji's backstory, which was really good. I really liked it. It was really sad. And oh my god, that bag was just full of treasure and you can't eat the fucking treasure. Oh my god, that was sad. How did this guy live for 90 days? How did he do that? I don't even know. But I love how Sanji takes after Zeph by not using his hands to fight ever. That is so amazing. Luffy goes fucking crazy and beats the fuck out of Don Krieg. Don Krieg uses like, hello, chemical warfare? Like, what are you doing? This guy's cheating. Why are we using this? No, but the Don Krieg Luffy fight was really cool. I actually really enjoyed it. I loved it. Luffy was just going crazy. I was like, holy shit, Luffy's getting his ass beat. But then he's like, oh, no, I'm not getting my ass beat anymore. I was like, whoa, okay, we're just fighting. It's just all hands, all fucking hands. I loved it. It was great. I mean, it was all hands until he pulled out the gas. Like, okay, chemical warfare, what are you doing? Okay, what the fuck are you doing? But after Don Krieg gets beat the fuck up, it's time for us to leave. Ever heard of the All Goon? This arc had me fangirling, I will not lie. I already said that, but I was fangirling. Seeing Sanji nerd out over the all blue to Luffy was a really nice scene that made me smile. It really did. And in the final couple chapters, everyone's just like shitting on Sanji's food. Zeff breaks his own code and hits Sanji with his hands. And I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck is happening? What is happening? Oh my god, what is happening? But this scene was great. Like, upon rereading, I loved how Luffy was like, I want him to be my cook, but he said he wants to stay here. You can't decide for him. He has to do it. Like, hello? Look at this kid, the emotional maturity. I love it. Telling people that, you know, they themselves are the ones that have to make the final choice. And we end it with Sanji's departure. Another good ass scene. Like, damn, Oda, you truly have a way of making me feel emotional, man. But with that, we end and we head off to find Nami at... You know, everyone says that this is where you decide to either drop One Piece or not. I didn't even know that people said that, and I didn't even know this arc existed. And holy shit, do I have to say, I am so happy I didn't know anything about this. From the proper introduction of fishmen and racism, Nojiko, Genzo, and Nami's past and intention for wanting to acquire so many berries, this arc had a lot of great emotional setup for the fight. And up until the real fighting started, I just felt a little uneasy during this arc. Arlong's presence is just so dominating in some of these scenes. From the moment you meet him, he already looks like a huge dude.
Pause.
But then you see him stand up and it's like, whoa. The height difference is extremely apparent. He's the boss of this place and he shows it in his actions and demeanor. As he is obviously a fishman supremacist, he sees humans as less than the very dirt on the ground. Simply just a resource for them, and that if they cannot provide, they are killed. Simple as that. His reasons for being so racist are explained later on in the story with Saobody and the Fishman Island arc. But that man is such a racist. But from the destruction of Nami's room, you can kind of see that there is some irony in the fact that he despises humans and that they are less than to him. But from an extremely young age, Nami, a young human, was essential to his plans. So I think that fear that he initially struck in me as a reader really made my uncomfortableness during the arc feel pretty justified. Like, God, they really make you hate him, obviously. And I was so there for it. Like, you are an evil ass dude. I fucking hate you. Luffy, pack him up. Please destroy this man. Then, later on, we get to this scene. Bellamir's death. Her past, her relationship with Nami, Nojiko in the village, and everything leading up to the end of her life. Holy shit. Spoilers for this entire video series, but this was the only scene in One Piece that legitimately made me cry. It was so well done. It hurt to watch this scene build up with a sinking feeling in my stomach and tears slowly beginning to form in my eyes, because I already knew how this was going to end. Watching Bellamir pull this big ass gun to Arlong's face, giving me a small sense of hope, even though I already knew how it was going to end, only for her gun to get chomped up to bits, and then seeing Nami and Nojiko run up, cry, and beg, saying that she's strong and she can beat him, and that Nami wants to show Bellamir her map of the world one day. Her calling them her kids in his face, and then reading this goddamn page, how could I not cry? How could I not? How could I not? It was amazing. It was fucking amazing. Then we snap back to the present, and this piece of shit sends the Marines to steal Nami's money. Like, oh my god, I hate you, you're scummy, I hate you, of course your name is Nezumi, you rat-ass bitch. But, okay, never mind, right? I really did like the panels of Genzo telling Nami that the entire village knew of her plans of wanting to buy the village, but pretended not to know so she wouldn't feel like the village was counting on her and that she couldn't leave, right? But then we move to the chapter right after this one. Chapter 81, Tears. This chapter gave us one of the greatest panels in the series. Cold. That's all I gotta say about it. I have seen the live action scene of this, and man, it's really good too. It doesn't hold a candle to the original, but they did a really good job with it. When I read this initially, I was just like, wow, damn, this is gonna be fucking hype. But coming back to this chapter, I love how Luffy doesn't ask Nami if he can help at all. This whole arc, she's been wanting the crew to leave her as her issues were none of her business in her mind. He knows nothing about her past. He literally left when Nojiko was talking. He's like, I don't care. And he lets Nami make the decision and asks for his help. Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. Golly gee, Willikers. I fucking love this. This is amazing. And so now we get to the fighting. All the fights were pretty damn good, and at this point in the story, I did not fuck with Usopp that much. This guy wanted to pussy out and pretend like he got roughed up, but decided not to be a bitch. And he gets up and fucks that fishman up. So congrats to Usopp. And then this guy is like, this guy right here, kill him with hammers. Kill him with hammers. Kill this guy with hammers right now. Which is a very funny part of the scene. I love it. And oh my gosh, I loved the Zoro fight with Hachi. This is the first time I used this little song as my Zoro fight music. The arranged version of KOF 2000's Goodbye Saga. I highly suggest putting this song over some Zoro fights and feel how much more hype it adds to the fight. Actually, you know what? I'll do it for you. Okay, let me cut it a little short. How was that? It was good, right? Zoro was the only character I actually did have dedicated music for a while. Until I discovered the Sanji theme, which I remember using a lot during Whole Cake. After Luffy finally gets out of the water, he puts the fucking hands on Arlong, and ooh, shit gets fucking crazy. I love it. It's amazing. Oh my god. And once we destroy the park and destroy Nami's little room up there, we knock the fuck out of this pointy nose fish, bitch. And then Luffy, oh my god. Luffy just ending the fight with, "You're my crewmate," got it? Like, oh my god. That's amazing. That was so cool. I was popping off like shit. I was popping off like crazy. With Arlong defeated, that concludes all the fighting. The village is saved. We get to party. Nami officially joins the crew and gets her iconic tattoo, which seeing the context for when reading really made me smile. We love Found Family, guys. We love it. We love it. Also, they mentioned the warlords in this arc. Pretty cool, right? I think you mean the Shichibukai? Man, shut up. And with everything done in Arlong Park, we head over to... So we say goodbye to Cocoa Village, and we get a look at the Marine headquarters, where they give Luffy his first bounty of 30 million. Let's fucking go. That was awesome to see.
Then we cut to Mihawk showing Shanks Luffy's poster. This scene shows us that they're connected, and that's really fucking cool.
And Luffy's hometown of Windmill Village also reacted to the news, which also made me smile. It was great to see. We finally head over to Loguetown, though. The town of the beginning and the end. The very place where the Pirate King died and the story of One Piece began. I loved Loguetown because this was the arc that introduced me to...
Yeah, okay. I think you get it. Tashigi. She's my favorite female character in the series. I love her. She's so cute. She's so cute. Love the cute glass and the short hair combo. Shit hits me in a weak spot, I will not lie. I'm not surprised that she's not too high when it comes to popularity because she's not exactly a prominent character. But yeah, no weird shit. I just think that she's a really neat character. I cry over her not really being seen post-Punk Hazard. I cry at the lack of development and untapped potential she has. But she's not an important character. So why would she have any crazy development, right, guys? Oh my gosh, please, Oda. Please, give her something. The untapped potential, please. I need her to get that JJK Maki treatment and power up. She needs to run it against Zoro, man. Come on.
I loved the Zoro and Tashigi scene, where she introduces the graded swords, which aren't even all swords, as we later find out. I loved seeing her nerd out over the swords, which was so cute. So cute. So cute. Buggy and Alvida return, which didn't surprise me, of course, because we had the cover stories, but it was awesome either way, especially seeing Alvida. I was like, what the fuck happened to you? Right? But they decide to try and kill Luffy, and Luffy's just like, I've never seen a fucking execution before. What the fuck is this? But like, when I saw Luffy get captured, I was like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me, bro? What is happening? What are you doing? But in this arc, another great character gets introduced. Woo, Smoker! Smoker, baby. Oh my god. Sorry, my pants ate your ice cream. Like, hello? Okay, damn, you're cool. You're very cool. He's also our first Logia. Also very cool. Everyone sees Luffy about to get killed, and he's just like, I'm gonna be the Pirate King! And then a whole ass lightning bolt hits Buggy. And we're saved! So let's get out of here. The first page of chapter 100, dropping some amazing quotes from Gold Roger. Wow. This guy was spitting. Zoro and Tashigi have a little fight, and Zoro tells her that she looks like someone he knows. Oh my god, and they talk about the whole woman thing. How they're like, you're doing this because I'm a woman. I want to be a man. I was like, oh my god. Don't make me cry. Please don't make me cry. This is really sad. I don't know, that plot point, oh, I wanted it to be explored so much more. It does in Punk Hazard, of course, but oh my god, it doesn't go any further. It doesn't go any further. It makes me so sad. Please, Tashigi, get a level up. I need Tashigi to appear in Elbaf and get a fucking power up. I need her to. Come on, let's go. I need Tashigi Santoryu. Come on, let's go. 3-sword style. That would be so sick. Luffy gets captured by Smoker, and Dragon saves us. Thank you, Dragon. At this point in time, I was like, does this guy control the weather? And I still think he does. Does he? I feel like he has a weather Logia or something like that. Some kind of devil fruit. Who knows, right? Who knows? It hasn't been revealed yet, so who knows? The crew gathers on the Going Merry, and everyone states their goals. Zoro is going to become the greatest swordsman. Luffy, the king of the pirates. Sanji is going to find the All Blue. Usopp's going to become a brave warrior of the sea, and Nami will draw a map of the world. With all that said and done, we set off to the Grand Line. And with that, the video's over. Thank you all for watching this. It took me over a month to make, and I'm glad I could finally put this out. There will be more in the future, but I'm not sure how many parts there will be in total. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. I'm unsure right now. This is my first time doing something in this style and to this scale, so rest assured the future videos will be much better quality. I have a lot of ideas for the future, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Look forward to the JJK video. I've been wanting to make one for a good while now, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But with the completion of this video, it might be coming soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this though. Please like, please sub. I'm trying to hit 100 subs. And if we hit it, it'll make me pretty happy. Anyways, it's been Mekhi, and I'll see y'all later.